DJ Torch and friends. It's about to go down, baby. Yeah. Round and around and around, yeah. When love goes around, it comes around, it comes around. Can't stop it. When love goes around, it comes around. Here it goes. Yeah. DJ Torch. Chair, the family's here. Voices are warm, the vibe is clear. Love, yeah. Love goes around. Ooh, DJ Torch and friends, it's about to go down. Yeah. It's about to go down. Yeah. Laughter and truth, a gentle sound. Hearts open wide when the love goes round. About to go down. Love goes around, it lifts, it flows. Love goes around and everybody knows. Love goes around from me to you. Love goes around, it always comes through. Yeah, yeah.
To get this party started.
DJ Torch and friends, round and round it goes, love goes around. Love goes around. Round and round it goes.
All right, everybody, this is DJ Torch on the 1 and 2. We're about to get this party started. We are about to get this party started. So I'm going to take a look at the screen. And I'm going to take it back to take it back. We're going to take it back, break it down. This is one of my favorite artists right here. Enjoy.
And the pot calls the kettle black, calls the kettle burnt, calls her mad. Kettle reminds the pot that we both been burned on the same stove, that the parts of our bodies that are layered in soot were scorched by the same hands. Kettle tells pot that she still boils water, holds the hot breath of a white man's tongue, endures the slow simmer of a white woman's allyship, and still we make something beautiful. Pot calls the kettle wicked, and kettle says no, but says she's so magical she burned the hand of the last man who tried to pour himself a piece of her. Says she's so black she is everything, so black she is the beginning. She is the first thing someone finds home in when they wake up in the morning. Says ain't that what it means to be black? To have the world go up in flames around you and still be sanctuary for someone, saving men who lost themselves the night before, saving men who curse our names but forget his mama is made of steel too. And now the pot has no words but calls the kettle bitter, but loves the glass pan, the fine china, loves all the exotic shit white men put behind glass casings, loves how fragile things not made of steel can be. But this isn't about the pot or the pan. This is about the kettle, the black woman, how she pours herself across the earth, but no one bats an eye when the water disappears. We give ourselves to men who never love us, but they say we are difficult, too hard to break. How we, the kettle, praise this pot, this man for all the water he holds. How we are the only ones who do not call him monster when the water boils over, because we know this heat, this white flame, hot enough to make any of us explode. We are the first ones to make noise when the world goes up in flames. But they say the earth was saved by the man who heard her scream. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says yes, but says you best remember you black too. The next time they bring a fire to your neck, they burn black bodies on the stake and the stove. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says bitch I might be. Says nuck if you buck, then says wipe me down. Kettle says yes my nigga, I be black, I be mad, and I boiled the last man down to his bones when he tried to test me. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says hell yes. But don't say my name as if you ain't ever been burnt too.
Yeah, I love it. It's all about that hypocrisy. That's what she's talking about. So all this, what she's talking about is that hypocrisy, you know? It's like, and that's what's going on. Excuse me, I got to get my mic right. Hold on one second. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, we're about to get this party started. All right, that was Asia Wilkerson. Now we're going to break it down with Burb and Bougie. Burb and Bougie. Tonight we are going over the hypocrisy of red pill. We're going over the hypocrisy of life. I'm going to show you tonight why we have issues. Burb, go ahead. Let's go. Let's go.
This seduction subreddit is amazing. Going to this, I just laugh at the advice men give other men on how to get women. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is a trick. It says a trick I used to teach my students. But
Let me pause right there. I got to get some shout outs out of the way. We have Act Natural Under Pressure in the house. We have Ghost in the house. We have King Sigma is in the house. I don't know if he's the king of the Sigmas, but he's trying to be anyway. And we have Pink Boy Queen in the house. And then we have, of course, Char Willie in the house. Char Willie, good seeing you. Everybody, let's get this party started. Let me go ahead and put this up on the side there. I want to make sure this is at the font size. We're going to big. There, I want to make sure everybody can see. And we're going tall, wide. There we go. Yeah, I want everybody to see. Yeah, hello. Okay, wait. Yeah, tall. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go.
the very first sentence, devalue her in your mind. Devalue her in your mind. It's a game changer. All right, let's look at this game changer. When you've developed feelings for a girl who isn't responding in kind, rather than keep trying, simply devalue her in your mind. Think less of her. This is probably closer to the truth anyway. We have a way of exaggerating someone's qualities. Women are rarely as great as we think when we are infatuated. Devalue her. She's not that hot. If you want to approach a
And that's the funny thing is that's right there is the reason why men do horrible right now. And I'll tell you why, because basically you're not supposed to be seeking a hot partner. You're supposed to be seeking a compatible partner. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know what happened. All that crap about them rating women from 1 to 10. That's not a compatibility. That wasn't a compatibility rating. That was a looks or a hot rating. That's right there. That right there tells you how fake the purveyors of that information were. Because they, instead of telling you to connect with somebody personality wise or intellectually wise or in an emotional way, they're telling you just to look for looks. Let me keep it going. Here we go. Bourbon Bougie, break it down.
A woman who is looking amazing, devalue her. Then see how easy it is to approach her. I used to imagine a girl who I wanted to approach had warts on her stomach or something similar. It's easy to approach a woman who in your mind you've devalued. What would really put you off a woman? Now imagine that this girl does that. You lose interest almost instantly. What is the purpose in approaching someone that you have lost interest in? What is the purpose in saying this? Like imagining her at her worst. And the craziest thing is they do devalue women. They do that with the whole negging situation. And they do this.
Men devalue women in general as well. I'm not disagreeing with Burb, but what I'm saying is that's the initial problem we have right now. Is that men, at least in our community, I can't talk to other communities because, I'm here. So anyway, but what I can say is this. In our community, obviously we do devalue women because we don't respect them. We don't treat them right. It's clear that a lot of us don't. So the devalue was already started. Now, the funny part is this, is you'll see later what men in our community actually do value. And you're going to see it and you're going to be crazy. You're going to be mad. You're going to be laughing and everything. Here we go.
So that you try to prove your worth to them. Understand that it's all manipulation. They refuse to just be a better person and just come across as genuine.
Right.
It's all gameplay. They say the dumbest stuff to each other about women, and it never just comes across. I mean, it just never occurs to them to just treat us like human and like you have genuine interest. It all has to be manipulation. This is the reason why I come on here every single day and I say something similar to these people need to be lonelier. They don't listen to women at all. Why is someone giving this type of advice and saying devalue her? So, did you see how many times he said devalue her? That he has nothing else to say. Like, why are you even approaching someone that you are losing interest, that you're not particularly interested in?
Right. I mean, if you devalue somebody, if you convince yourself in your mind to devalue somebody, then you don't want to be around them anymore. For me, that's a good idea because the most of you men who wanted to use all these games, I hope you stay away from those women. You know, the thing is that where everything went wrong, especially in the realm of dating, is that most people are dating for the wrong reason. They're dating in general for the wrong reason. And then when they interact with somebody, they're interacting with them for the wrong reason. So basically, of course, things aren't going to work out. And of course, it starts to keep perpetuating itself. So, you can devalue people. You don't have to devalue people these days because most people do anyway. You can devalue somebody by basically, what would you call it? Having the wrong impression of them, giving yourself, whether the impression is real or not, you artificially, you make stuff up about that person that's not right. I mean, it's funny too, because isn't that what especially Black men were fighting against, is not being devalued, right? But then you're going to take advice of this jerk, of the jerk that the Bourbon Bougie was going to talk about, not the guy who was on the screen because that's somebody else. But anyway, of the person that Bourbon Bougie was talking about, you can take advice from people that are telling you to devalue. So you're going to devalue. You don't want to be devalue yourself, but you're going to devalue somebody else. Make that make sense. Like this man right here. Check this out.
I love you too. But I'm not in love with you. I love you. I love you too. But I'm not in love with you. You're not? And I never will be. Never? Just like you're not in love with me. But it can grow to that. I'll never grow to that. Don't ever get it twisted. See? Anyway.
He's not lying. Oh, Ray J. Oh, Ray J. See, the thing is this is there. Ray J, to me, don't get me wrong, he's not a predator in the sense of, well, I'm not saying I know for sure, but I claim that I'm going to assume that he's not. But when it comes to relationships, he is a predator. He basically wants to get what he wants to get out of it. Unfortunately, he's like a lot of other men. They want what they want. They're not getting in a relationship for, what should we say? To actually interact with somebody in a positive way. They're getting in a relationship to get resources. The resources might be sex, it might be money, it might be a place to stay, it might be fame, it might be fortune, it could be many things, but it's not anything that has to do with love.
So let's get back to business.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect example of what it looks like and sounds like when a man is playing in your face. I don't know what he told her when it was just the two of them, when they were pillow talking, but on a live stream in front of his homeboys to her face, that man was like, I will never love you. I don't care what a man has or who a man is. You never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. You sitting there looking desperate. As soon as that man curled his lips to publicly shame and humiliate me, I would have packed up whatever was left of my things and my dignity, and I would have been out of there. So when
Basically, the funny thing is this is common. This is men are trying to impress men. That's what's going on. Men are not trying to impress women anymore. They're trying to impress their pals, which is creepy. Very creepy. But that's what's going on. So let me keep this rolling here. This is Brandy telling you about Ray J.
How you doing? For real, for real. It's been rough. There's so many people try to make people feel a certain way inside of their own camp. Like everything bad's gonna happen. Can I just be completely honest with you? It's you. It's your choices. Like, you put yourself in positions where the worst comes out. I talked to Mom. What did she say? She was just like concerned about my environment. She was talking about how she liked Tiara, and it's like, it was just weird because it's like,
he is the environment. That's the funny thing, is like, for some reason, he doesn't realize he's the problem. His sister told him.
I ain't even with her. My mom's is just worried about who I got around. I don't like your environment either. I don't think it's healthy. See, my mom and Brandon can talk about my environment all they want. I know they talking about Princess, and I know they some Tiara lovers. And guess what? I'm man enough to admit that I love Tiara too. But we got to.
He doesn't love anyone. He doesn't have that capability. But he's supposed to love somebody, so he tells you he does. But he doesn't have that capability. He's just, basically, you saw what he said before when he was talking to that other woman. I don't know if that's Tiara or not, but it doesn't matter. Because basically, he sees women as a resource. And that's the problem. When you see women as a resource, you think you're getting over. And in some ways you are, because you're utilizing people, you're playing with their feelings, and then you move on. They're hurt, you're not. But later on, you're destroying yourself because you're never really, you're literally, what was the best way of me grooming yourself to not feel any emotions. Don't get me wrong, there might have been some damage back in the day that might be a problem, but you're not making things any better playing the game. playing games with people's emotions. It might make you feel good. If it does make you feel good, there's something wrong with you. What it means is that you have narcissistic tendencies. If you like playing games on women, or you like to string women along, and you like to have like a harem of 6 women like Kevin Samuels did, there's something wrong with you. That's not normal. That's not healthy. It might be normal. I'm not, you know something, let me take away that it's not normal. Unfortunately, it is normal now, but it's not healthy. Because what happens is that, especially with women, since you're doing it to women, because most of you men don't do it to men. Okay. Well, you know what I mean. But basically, most of you men don't do that to men. But when you do that to women, what you're doing is you're literally making yourself, what would you say, unattractive to women. Now, don't get me wrong. Any man, believe it or not, even ugly men can initially attract women. But you will notice that you will never have, those women will never stay around, with the exception of some painful examples. Like, for example, when I was going over Anton Daniels' wife yesterday, if that was his wife indeed, she has problems herself. If she's putting herself through all that pain, staying around a man as toxic as it claims that he is, then you know there's something wrong with you as well. But let's keep it going.
I cannot fathom seeing her free and thriving in something that.
Let me go back. Check this one out. Men can be male-centered too. Check it out.
We always talk about male-centered women. Let's talk about male-centered men. There is a significant amount of men out here that unfortunately do everything they do to please other men. And most of these men do not.
Let me play that again, because that's important. That's very important. It's something that Gemini and I discussed a lot. It's something that needs to be talked about. Let me make some changes here, though. There we go. Is that better? No, I like the other way. I like the tall way. I like that when it was taller. I like that better. I know it covers me up a little bit, but you guys always see me. You know, here we go. So let me break it down again. Here we go.
Identify as homosexual or gay. I'm talking the jewelry they buy is for other men. They talk to certain girls who get props for other men. I just saw this video where this boy was talking about the reason why so many dark-skinned girls don't get approached.
Let me go back.
We always talk about male-centered women. Let's talk about male-centered men. There is a significant amount of men out here that unfortunately do everything they do to please other men. And most of these men do not identify as homosexual or gay. I'm talking the jewelry they buy is for other men. They talk to certain girls who get props for other men. I just saw this video where this boy was talking about.
You want to hear a good example? What do men usually collect? Tennis shoes. Women aren't impressed by tennis shoes, by $300 tennis shoes. They're not impressed by that. Some are, very few. They like dress shoes. They like men to dress up smooth. It's the fact that men like to sag. Women don't really like that. It's in style only because it's in style for other men. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's in style for other men. That's it. But it doesn't mean that women like it. But when men don't care, because their friends, their buddies like it. That's why men are no longer suited and booted, because they trying to impress their buddies, whether they attracted the bus or not. It doesn't matter. They're trying to attract and be accepted by other men, not women, men, in an affectionate way. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
The reason why so many dark-skinned girls don't get approached or the people don't go for the dark-skinned girls is because dark-skinned women aren't glamorized. And he is so fucking accurate. Having a bad red bone on your shoulder as a man, it's like tattooing "I'm that nigga" on your forehead. And just being real, the bitch don't even gotta be bad. Bitch could look like a giraffe. As long as she got a fat ass, that's all these niggas need. And it's not all men, but it's a significant amount of men who have this deep desire to get approval of other men. And this typically stems from lack of attention from...
And that is basically why Black Red Pill is so popular. These men are trying to get the affection and love of other men, not women. It's clear because you hear how they talk about women in this space.
Their father or whoever was a father figure in their life. But this is a real thing, y'all.
The only thing worse than male-centered women is male-centered men. Male-centered men are the worst. There are so many men who are coming out to expose male-centered men. So many men live for the approval and validation of other men.
In this world, there are straight heterosexual men who are attracted to women, but they don't like women. They're not down low, they're not gay, they're not in the closet. They just don't like women beyond a woman's physical beauty. These specific types of men also tend to be very male-centered. They do a lot of things.
Bars. Ghost, you nailed it. Ghost, you nailed it. Ghost says this, on behalf of dark-skinned, beautiful women, I'm going to throw that in there, beautiful women, thank you, Red Pill dudes, for leaving me in my bank accounts alone. Bars, bars, bars.
Things are damn near everything for the approval of other men. The opinions of other men are more valuable than their connection toward women. A lot of us as men are socially conditioned to just valuing women and appreciating them for how they look, which is exactly why most men don't go beyond that threshold of superficiality. And it's not hard to tell. All you have to do is ask a man or ask a group of men, what is it about women that you like that is non-physical and non-sexual? In most cases, silence is going to be their response. This is
bars. Oh, wait, I have to slightly disagree. They will bring out that feminine, friendly, and submissive crap. But I know what you mean. It'll be, other than that, it's going to be crickets.
This is going to sound a little fucked up, but it's a reality. A lot of men think that women are to be collected, not appreciated, not known for who they truly are, not loved and not cared for. So they'll talk to the most amount of women they can possibly talk to because they know that it's going to create an approval from other guys. Oh my God, bro, you talking to this girl? Wow, you know, fist bump. You're a G. You're a real man. I'm trying to live through you vicariously, etc. So a lot of these specific kind of men, when they see another man treating his woman properly or talking about women in a positive way, automatically they'll call him out on being a simp because he knows how to treat women well.
Right. They're doing that to Clay now, by the way. They are doing that to Clay now. They are literally calling Clay a simp because he really, really, really loves himself, you know, some Megan. He loves himself some Megan. He just does. They bought a place together. He genuinely really cares about her. If they break up later, it doesn't matter. It's clear that he cares about her. He does not have to live with her, and she does not have to live with him. They care about each other so much that they want a place together. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
And that's because they internally dislike women.
It's exactly act natural projection.
For who women truly are. I learned this fairly early because I started working at a young age, and throughout my life, I worked a lot of male-dominated jobs. And the way that they would talk about their wives, their girlfriends, or other women in general, you could tell that they don't like women. They don't like them, but they're with women because that gives them some type of recognition among other men in society.
Right. What they're using women for, and I use the word use, is to floss and for cover. A lot of men, they do not like women at all. But they don't want to be shamed. A lot of men, the DL men, they don't want to be shamed, you know, in society. That's more important than them than living a happy life for a lot of men.
You got to do is pay attention and observe how a man talks about women to other men. That is how he really feels about women. Don't worry about how he talks about women in front of other women. That ain't how he feels about women. The way he talks to other men about women, that's how he feels about them.
The only
Perfect. I want to pause it right there for now because that's where we're going right now. Let me go to Godfrey. Check this out.
Is it true that that you call black women queens?
Well, I don't use queens. I just
remember what the guy said, that don't mind how they talk about women in front of women. Worry about what they talk about women in front of men. That's the real dude. That's who you dealing with. Listen to Godfrey talking to this dude here. That I'm not a fan of this Jesse Lee dude, but he's going to be a perfect tool tonight to expose who Godfrey really is. Here we go.
I just stand up for them. They are queens, obviously, but I
want you to notice how he really sounds like he's saying something, but he's distancing himself at the same time because he knows he's on a male-based show.
But you don't call them queens.
I don't go queens all the time. I don't use the term queens.
Oh,
but
good.
Why didn't he just say, yeah? Why didn't I call them queens. I love my sisters. Why doesn't he say that? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that as long as that's the way you feel. Notice how he's kind of like getting into this emotional debate on how he really feels and why he says it. He will tell you the truth is coming out right in front of your face. This is very important to watch. This is something very important to watch right here because you got to link this in with what the man prior that I had was speaking before was saying about this. Here we go.
I revere them as that because they are queens.
What does that mean to be a queen?
A queen, not this. It's like a royal thing. It's like a respect thing because they should be treated like they should.
What is he talking about? What in the world? Yeah, Jesse. Here we go.
Put them on a throne because we need to show more respect for them because black men have been pretty. We've been pretty unloyal to them.
Is Godfrey really convincing to you? Let's play that again. Here we go.
They should be treated like they should put them on a throne because we need to show more respect for them because black men.
Notice how he's looking down while he's saying it. He's been. Let me tell you why this is so obvious. Welcome, New York, to SF. Why this is important is this: his eye language is very important. This is not a shy man, so you can't say it's because he's shy. This is a professional comedian who's been doing it for at least 20 years, maybe 30 years. I can't remember. I think he's 50. The thing you need to understand is this. Watch while he's talking about black women in a positive way. Look where his eyes go. It's almost like he feels like he's a little bit ashamed to say it. Watch.
Treated like they should put them on a throne because we need to show more respect for them because black men have been
eyes down.
We've been pretty unloyal to them. As far as like political, as far as emotionally, cornered. As far as they've always been by our side no matter what we've been through. Black women.
Everything he's saying is correct. But he's not convincing me that he means it. New York to SF says this. To most black men, black women are a natural resource. Exactly. A trade in commodity. Yep. Come up. A stepping stone. And increasingly for these dudes, a beard. Bars.
always stood up for us. And I'm just saying, we
so
should
you
sometimes
saying
take a
that
stand
black
for them.
women should be put on a throne?
Sure.
And why?
Because did you see that? See that again? Watch. He doesn't go like this. This is what you're supposed to do, especially as a professional. Now, he's had more radio video time than me. He knows how to work a mic. He knows how to work a camera. This is how you answer something that you emphatically believe in. Watch him and then watch me.
As far as emotionally, as far as they've always been by our side no matter what we've been through. Black women have always stood up for us. And I'm just saying, we should sometimes
saying
take a
that
stand
black
for them.
women should be put on a throne?
Sure.
Look, this is where his eyes were. Watch.
We've been pretty unloyal to them. As far as like political, as far as emotionally, as far as they've always been by our side no matter what we've been through. Black women have always stood up for us. And I'm just saying, we should sometimes
saying
take a
that
stand for
black
them.
women should be put on a throne?
Sure.
Look at his eyes. Like he's ashamed. Black women should be put on a throne. Why not? Why not? Why not put the women that you came from and the women that you love, that you was supposed to love, I don't know if you really do, on a throne? What's wrong with that? All other men do. They put their women on thrones. Happy wife. Where do you think happy wife, happy life came from? That's not African. Sounds good to me, though. The better half. Where's that come from? Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. I ain't done yet, though. I ain't even done with this man yet. Here we go.
And why?
Because every other woman is.
Why don't you call them queens then if you believe that they should be put on a throne?
Because I like to just say, I just like to show them my respect through my actions. And it's the same as calling them queens because I treat them that way.
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
And you said you should treat them that way because
Yes.
all other women are treated that way?
Wait. Let me go over that again.
It's the same as calling them queens because I treat them that way.
Amazing.
I treat them that way. He said that, right? Let me play this other clip real quick. And you tell me if he's treating them that way. Let me pause that. Let me get this clip up. I want you to see if you believe that he's treating them that way. Here we go.
The problem is that some of you women are just, God damn, man, all you all think you superstars. Enough, man. Just be normal, yo.
Wait a minute. You saw that last clip, right? Didn't he say that? Most women, I believe, would rather be a queen than just a superstar. A superstar is like a level down from a queen, right? Listen to this again. Sorry, Godfrey. I'm not trying to expose you, bro. You exposed yourself. I'm just playing the tape.
The problem is that some of you women are just, God damn, man, all you all think you superstars. Enough, man. Just be normal, yo. Everybody, you all aren't gonna be in a reality show. Nobody wants you. Just be a nurse, just be an engineer, just be a finance person, be a surgeon. Just be normal. You can be fine, but just be normal. Don't try to get on TV. Everybody's trying to get on TV. It's like annoying, right? All of a sudden, I go on.
Ain't he trying to get on TV?
These girls' accounts, and they be like, it'll be like nurse, and then it'll go /actor. I go, what the are you doing? You're not an actor. You're a nurse. Stay a nurse. There are real actors that are out there struggling, really love the art form. You think you're an actor because you're pretty. You're not thinking about your talent.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? You see where he's at? Right.
Everybody's trying to perform everywhere they go. Right. And I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of you women. I'm just like, y'all, man. You know what? A lot of us don't even look forward to talking to you all. I go to a club. I mean, I don't even barely go to a club, but anytime I go, I don't feel like going over there because, it's gonna be some Me Too, feminism energy. I don't need any of that shit.
Oh shit, he just didn't say that, did he? Oh shit, he just didn't say. Did he just say that? Did he just say that? Wait a minute. Wasn't this Mr. Queen? Just black women are queens, right? This is Mr. Black Women Are Queens. Listen to him.
Because first of all, I'm not no creepy dude. I got gentlemanly ways, and it'd be nice
How do you bring that up like that? That's creepy bringing it up. If you have to bring up that, say,
pick up the conversation, because the art of conversation is dead. We don't converse anymore. We're on our phones. We only go by text. We don't pick up the phone and talk to hear human voices. Half you women have to.
It went from queens, ladies and gentlemen, to you women. It went from queens to you women. This is 12 days old. Queens to you women. What? That's quite a change.
Half of you women got to be ready to be on FaceTime. You need to be prepared for FaceTime. Real stupid shit like that. Women nowadays have too much attitude. I have a woman that's agreeing with me. Thank you. I know.
And he's so happy he found one woman, probably a male identified woman, to agree with him. Yeah. New York to SF. In 5 minutes, it will go from you women to you females. Yep. It's starting to we went from Queens. We were up at Queens for a minute, right? We were up at Queens, right? Though he was looking down, right? That's okay. That's a fine. I'm wrong, right? I'm wrong about that. Now we're to you women. Let's see where we're going.
No, I'm not crazy. The attitude is, and it's these, I'm telling you, I really believe this. I might be wrong.
Now y'all got attitude. Now he saw that this is Godfrey. Women are queens, Godfrey, right in front of you. I mean, just 5 minutes ago. We're not talking about like, maybe his, over time is he changed. No, we're talking about, just 5 minutes ago, I was playing a clip that women were queens. And that clip was only a month old. This is only 2 weeks old. So in one whole month, maybe his whole ideology changed. No, as Denzel would say. No. He was pandering to women because they go to his shows. Just like, what's his name? What was the guy? I already forgot that damn dude's name. Who's the dude who fake sued somebody for $8 million? And I can say that too, because I looked at the paperwork. That shit's garbage. But what is his name? I can't believe it. Singer sues. Brian McKnight. It looks like this dude went to the school of Brian McKnight. That's what it looks like. Because, oh, yeah, he's singing them love songs, right? He's singing them love songs, right? But you see how he treated his ex-wife like total garbage. At least the one thing you can say about Anton is he seems like he treats women like garbage. You wouldn't think that of, you wouldn't think that of Brian McKnight. You think Brian McKnight was a lover man, a lover boy, whatever. Go back to Godfrey. Here we go.
But it's these goddamn reality shows where every reality show has a bunch of overmade women with weaves and they're all on these TV shows. You're all right. It's all love and hip.
Wow. Did he? I mean, these are the same women that go to his shows. The ones he's talking about, they go to his shows. Man, I bet in about 6 months he'll be suing somebody. He'll be suing somebody, saying that his ticket sales went down. And I'll be ready to play this clip over again, right in front of his face. If he goes to court, I'll be, I'll say, hey, bro, can I drop this in here for the defense? Can I play this tape of Godfrey doing all this? Yeah. Look at him go.
Basketball, love and scallywags. And it's like
now ladies and gentlemen, he went straight past females to scallywags. Let me play it again.
You're all right. It's all love and basketball, love and scallywags. And it's like
who was it? The Jackson dude who cheated on his wife like 100 times, 100 different women, well, thousands of times, probably up to 100 different women. The dude who used to pander to women too. Let's see where it goes. Let's see. I'm curious.
They're all there, and it's like this attitude, and they all damn near look like they almost look like trans women, right? And they're
all he's really going in hard. He said scallywags. Yeah, he said scallywags. Old Godfrey. Weren't we just at black women are queens just a little while ago? Now we're at scallywags. That's what boom, boom, boom. Man, dude is look
fighting on each other, and it's all around the world. Everybody has reality shows. Now, Africa does, Asia does. Everybody thinks they fly, and I think a lot of these women watch this, and it literally soaks into your subconscious, and you begin to repeat that.
I think it's safe to say, I think we can really kind of like go ahead and put to rest that Godfrey likes women. Because why, as a comedian and as an artist, would you, one, risk your career, two, go out of your way to say these things? Even if you really believed it, why would you say it? I mean, women, I guarantee you at least 50% of the people who go to a show are women, at least. In fact, I think it's more like 70%. Women go to concerts and women go to comedy shows more than men do. In our community, we do. Women go, men don't. Men, we stay at home. We just like TV and sports. We'll go to a sports event, but women go to concerts and women go to comedy shows more than men do. So either he is retiring and he doesn't give a damn and he's just wanting to say let his red pill self come out. I guarantee you he doesn't see himself as being red pill, but 1 + 1 is 2. Exactly. You're losing if you're taking him seriously. Yeah. So if Godfrey starts giving you the queen talk and says, oh yeah, black women are queens, take it with a grain of salt. Let him say it because it's better than him calling black women scallywags. But just take it with a grain of salt. That's all I'm saying. Let's go on to Kevin now. Let's go to Kevin. Here we go.
A situation over the 12 years that I've been here entertaining you on television. Welcome to Hot
This is
Topic.
Wendy Williams, if you don't know, right here. Here we go.
Sharina Hudson. Getting out of my car with my money. Good morning, Journey. She'll be almost I think she'll be 3 next month, don't you know? Good morning, Kelvin.
Oh,
it's my truth.
So here's the thing about betting your whole
Okay, this is going to get really funny, y'all. This is going to get funny in so many ways. Check this out.
future on somebody else's bank account. Eventually, that money train stops running. And for Sharina Hudson, girl, the station has officially closed. You know how they say hindsight
If you don't
is
know who Sharina Hudson is, she is the person the younger woman who Kevin Hunter dumped, Wendy Williams for. Okay? And let's keep it going. Here we go.
2020? Well, Sharina's looking back now and probably wishing she'd made some very different life choices because the luxury lifestyle she thought she was signing up for, that fantasy died the second time. Wendy Williams' career took a nosedive. Let me paint you a picture of what Kevin Hunter and Sharina thought was going to happen.
I'm not going to take a lot of time because, I'm getting emotional. And I told myself I wasn't going to do this.
They had it all mapped out, honey. Kevin was collecting his divorce settlement. We're talking a fat lump sum plus, around $250,000.
So he's a man, right? And so the man, the leader of, and all that kind of shit, right? He took lots of money from Wendy Williams. Still sees himself as being a man. Though he's supposed to be having some high-end skills. Like if he's was a producer type or something for a minute, right? So if you're a producer type, you're like, shit, I can just do my thing. I don't need any money, Wendy. I don't need your money because I got my own thing. I'm a man. No, he didn't do that shit. No, you know what he did? He took Wendy's money. Always and often.
Monthly in alimony. They were probably already planning.
He took that alimony money. I mean, it's fair. I mean, men can do it too, but you're thinking that if you're a man, you're like, shit, especially if you see yourself as a high value man, why would you take money from a woman? If you're a high value man, right? Why would you take money? He took that money. Let's see where it got him.
Yacht to rent next summer. The plan was simple. Kick back, relax, and let Wendy's talk show money keep rolling in forever. Because in their minds, Wendy was never going to stop working. She was a machine, right? The queen of daytime TV wasn't going anywhere, except she did. Here's where it gets really interesting. When Wendy's show got canceled, and she stepped away from television entirely, something crucial happened. That divorce agreement Kevin signed, it had a clause, a very specific clause, that said if Wendy's contract wasn't renewed or got suspended, his alimony payments would stop. And just like that, the money stopped flowing. Kevin didn't see this coming. Neither did Sharina. They genuinely believed they'd be living off Wendy's empire for the rest of their lives. But suddenly, Kevin's going from $250,000 monthly checks to nothing. Now, Kevin Hunter is not the type.
Here's the funny thing. I thought he was a high value man. I thought he, had education and all this other shit. If there's anything that exposes you for being just an ain't shit dude, is when you have no income after the alimony stops. It's one thing if, it's like, oh, damn, oh, damn, okay, I got, well, I'm a high value man. I'm a valuable person in society. I can just go out here and make 200, at least 10,000 a month, right? You would think he could make at least 10,000 a month, or but he's all high end and super duper, right? He's all this and that, right? No, that's not. No, he's not. He just proved to the world that he ain't shit. That's what he did.
Type to go down without a fight, or in his case, without multiple lawsuits. Back in 2022, he filed his first lawsuit trying to get his alimony reinstated. The court basically laughed him out of the room, dismissed.
And he went out of the way. Dude went out of the way instead of just going ahead and just like saying, well, Wendy's on hard times. I don't want to stress her out. She's got hard times here. She's in the hospital and all this other stuff and everything. Let me go ahead and use my high value self and go out here and get myself a high value job, get my own little corner office because I'm the shit, right? I can get myself a corner office, get my little $20,000 a month going on here, get an 8-hour job, but only have to work 4 hours because I'm an executive, right? No, he didn't do that, did he? No, the real Kevin Hunter came out. The real Kevin Hunter came out, and it's not very pretty. Yeah, he's just an ain't shit blank.
But what I needed at the time, because I was running 100 miles an hour, and I was so much of a strong support structure for her and all the dreams that she wanted to accomplish, I needed somebody for me. And
it's funny because he was the one who chose. He did it. He's the one. He wanted somebody young. He went to the Kevin Samuels School of if they're over, hitting the wall, right? He thought he saw Wendy. He said he's thinking Wendy was hitting the wall. He got himself a young girl, half his age. Live with it. Yeah, at least as a man. This is why he just ain't shit. I mean, at least as a man, you made that decision. Live with that decision. Go out there, get yourself a high corner office job or whatever. He don't even want to do that. I'm sure he could get a job like at least a manager of a store or something. You ain't getting that's not going to get $10,000 a month. But remember, he was, talking shit about how great he was. Well, be great, bro. Be great. New York, the SF says his mistress wife had at least 3 failed businesses with Wendy's. Yeah, with Wendy's money. 2 losers, bars. Act Natural says men with no money shouldn't know what V looks and King Sigma says, oh, we got to pay bills too. So he's down for men getting alimony. That's fine. You can be down with it being alimony. Just if somebody calls you tells you ain't shit, then just say, oh, you right.
My new offspring, my daughter, who is a beautiful, beautiful spirit. She was not an oops baby. She was not a mistake baby.
But Kevin wasn't done. Fast forward to 2024, and this man comes back swinging with an even more audacious claim. He alleged that Wendy had hidden $48 million during their divorce proceedings. His solution? Set the entire divorce aside and start over. The judge's response? Hard pass. Rejected again. Then came the big one. Kevin filed a $250 million lawsuit against Wells Fargo, Wendy's guardian Sabrina Morrissey, and pretty much everyone involved in her controversial guardianship situation. Now, here's where it gets messy.
I mean, at what point? I mean, remember now, he's probably spending millions to try to get these hundreds of millions. This guy is a piece of work.
On paper, Kevin was supposedly fighting for Wendy's rights, claiming she was being exploited and that her civil liberties were violated. And honestly, he wasn't entirely wrong about the shadiness. Let's be real.
No, he was right about that.
The public wasn't buying the concerned ex-husband act. Everyone
Right. He was not. He was trying to get, he wasn't concerned about her when he was around cheating on her and taking her money. He was cool. He had no problem with that.
could see this for what it really was, a desperate money grab. Kevin has no legal standing to advocate for Wendy. They're divorced. He's not her guardian, not her representative, nothing. He's just a man trying every legal trick in the book to get access to her money again. And guess what happened to that massive lawsuit? Thrown out, just like all the others. But let's talk about what Kevin accidentally exposed, because this part is wild. While trying to line his own pockets, he did shine a light on what appears to be a coordinated effort to control Wendy Williams.
Let me pause it right there. Ghost, welcome to the stage. Deontay, welcome to the stage. Ghost, what do you think? I
just laughed at him this whole time. I just got home. I'm decompressing, coming from Houston. So I'm eating my dragon onesie, eating my oatmeal. I remember Kevin. See, Kevin proved that greed can make a man forget what loyalty looks like. He's a reminder that standing next to success doesn't mean you're entitled to it. And some men just make the mistake that access for achievement. And he's number one.
That's so true.
Number one
so
offender.
True. I think it's sweet. I think this is a very good lesson for a lot of people. It's just like, because I thought where we were at was that Kevin, from what he sounded like, or what I remember him telling us, is that he was this highfalutin. He was able to make a lot of money for Wendy Williams, and he has all these ideas and all this and that. Well, if he does, then why didn't he just put it to the test? But
he might have had some skills, but that Negro can't read a contract because it was right there in black and white.
Man, I don't know what to say. He had his chance. Deontay, what do you
have
think?
A son that has tendencies.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I hear they have a son that has similar tendencies to his dad.
Oh, no.
With the spending and not being responsible and taking ownership of it way more than he should.
Conspicuous consumption comes out and bites him again.
Yeah,
I think we're going to have the part 4 of that.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, DJ, this is one of the things I always talk about with celebrity women. How you see it's harder for them to find these men that's on their stature, at least financially, that really want to be with them, because you know what those guys really want at the end of the day. So when they end up settling for these guys, like this dude Kevin, like how you saw what happened with Mary J. Blige and her former manager that she married. These guys are just taking advantage of these women's wealth, and it's sad that happens. And the ladies obviously recognize what's going on, when it's happening for the most part. And it's like, I just don't know how to really explain it. It's the worst thing that you can really do to somebody when a man divorces and with a woman and he takes. No, I understand. Okay, if you super rich and you're like if Oprah was married to a man and they been together for 5 or 10 years and he decided to divorce her because he's just not happy, whatever. And he's going to get alimony and it's going to be big time, right? but it's not gonna hurt Oprah like it's gonna hurt somebody who's in a situation where you basically making them go broke. Like it's terrible. I have an auntie who went through that situation where she ended up divorcing her husband, who was a sorry ass dude for real. And in the divorce case, because she made more money than him, she had to pay him alimony, and on top of that, she has to give him a percentage of her pension when she retires. Like, and this is a court order, and I'm like, this, you a grown ass man, you know, like, why are you taking money from this woman? And she had just went through a significant loss where basically my cousin, her son, had got killed, and he got 4 kids, and she was helping raise them now, and he knew all of this, and he didn't care. Like that was a weak ass nigga shit, man. That's what that was. So this is the same kind of. I know it's not the same exact kind of thing, but that's why I'm like kind of lit up about it because he saw that she was in a bad health stage. You know what I'm saying? She was falling apart, going to rehab and met in the hospital, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this money right now." And that shit is terrible.
I think
Yeah.
Act Natural Under Pressure said it best though. He wasn't looking to be nobody's partner. A grown man that feels entitled to a woman's money like that is not looking for partnership. He's looking for a parent. And ladies, we did not give birth to these Negroes. You don't have to support them. If a man feels entitled to your money, he's already shown you that he brings nothing worth investing in. A good man won't come for your pockets. He'll come with his own, and together you can build something that neither you can build alone. But he showed his colors because I mean, as soon as she got out of sorts, he was using her money to support this new woman. He wasn't even trying to hide it. He was just out in the open and spending his woman's money. And he got a good bit of Wendy's money. They just had to cut him off, say, hey, look, you're not entitled to it. Oh, you was with her for some years or some decades or whatever, but it's not a ever-flowing river of support for you. But I mean, he didn't even try to hide it. He must be the great magician or something.
I think he spent more money trying to get more money than if he just like, it sounds like to me, he must have had, I mean, think about it like this, unless he's doing his own legal work, right? He must have hired somebody to try to get this money, right? So
he might have got a lawyer on credit thinking that he could get that woman's money.
I bet they mad now. Man, but yeah. Yeah, he trying to get out of Wells Fargo.
Be catching up.
Death to all of them.
Wendy's reportedly fighting back and may finally be able to dissolve this guardianship and reclaim control of her life and finances. The bad news? Don't expect a TV comeback anytime soon. That chapter seems to be permanently closed. So while all this legal drama is unfolding, let's check in on Sharina Hudson. Remember her? The woman who was living her best luxury life on Wendy's dime? Yeah, that life evaporated real quick. When Kevin's money dried up, the arguments started. Because let's not sugarcoat this. Sharina was with Kevin for the lifestyle, financial security, the comfort, and suddenly none of that existed anymore. Kevin went from paying for everything to allegedly not even covering child support for their daughter. Word on the street is he told Sharina he'd resume payments once he gets his finances back, which, based on his courtroom track record.
And that fits Act Natural Under Pressure says they already admitted $300 welfare benefits took them out of the home, right? Now, and
I mean, at this point, Sharina should just go to Wendy and offer to be her mistress.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy that he's not dumb. He recognizes that he's using Wendy for her money, always have been, and now he don't young chick, and he knows she's using him for the money too, but he doesn't care. Like that's what makes him happy. He don't care. Um, but this is a terrible situation because it's so public, and the fact that you're right, Queen. The fact that this is public Like, and he don't like care that everybody knows. Like, I can see if you were doing this on secret or hiding it. Like, that's one thing. But publicly and don't care that people know you just spending your ex-wife's basically money on your new girl and y'all just out shopping and kicking it while she's in a hospital having a life breakdown. That's just disgusting.
True. Very true.
Might be never. The transformation has been dramatic, y'all. Sharina went from posting luxury lifestyle content to total radio silence. She made her Instagram private, disappeared from social media completely, and according to sources, moved back in with her mother.
It was not till death do us.
Smart. I think that's smart. You know, if her mother loves her, and why not? But it just goes to show
really
you.
Just got tired of people calling her a hoe. I mean, she was doing some hoish things, and now she broke. So you don't want to be a broke hoe. You can deal with it when you're a rich hoe, but the money dried up, and now she's just a broke hoe. So yeah, she should disappear.
True. Basically.
I just don't understand a man like that, though.
Yeah.
Public. This dude has no integrity. If he can betray the woman who he shared his life with, and they have history, I mean, it's not a short history. They have real, authentic, long-term history. And he did this in broad daylight in front of his family, friends, children. Loyalty, honest respect was never there for him. It was never in his core values. It's like Christmas tree decoration. It was a season. He wore it and passed. The season is gone. The public cheating exposed that who he really is, and that he didn't think anything of the consequences. But like everybody knows now, even if he tries to go in a straight and narrow, he broke. Who gonna date him? He's a cheater. He's a broke cheater.
You're either getting a cheater or you're getting somebody who's broke. You can't win either way.
Shameful.
Shout out to Miss Alto in the house. Guess who else we got up on top? This is why I don't know why I'm playing so many people that embarrass me, but here we go. Young Thug, okay, he just got out of a situation. I'm going to be nice tonight. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to try to be nice. Ghost, I'm going to be nice tonight. A situation. Deontay, I'm going to try to be nice tonight for this man. A serious situation that if you got out of that situation, you should be just the best person in the world. Lady Rindy, it's good seeing you. The best person in the world. I mean, you should be on your P's and Q's. You should be just in the studio making music. Let me show you what this dude did.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as for the title, guys, you can see in today's video, the dust bucket of the day is none other than Young Thug and his...
Let me bring up the volume just a little bit because you're gonna want to hear this one. Let me bring it up. Okay.
Friends, the long-suffering girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist. I'm pretty sure you guys know that for the past, I would say 5-6 months now, these two has really been going through it. You guys already know, considering that this is indeed one of the lowest hanging fruits of society. And we already know, regardless of the tax bracket that these male are in, they somehow can't seem to get rid of that dusty mindset. This is why this male, even though he's millionaire many times over, he recently just got out of the clink because once again, regardless of the tax bracket that these male are in, they always have this hood mentality. Nonetheless, the long-suffering girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist, I think even before he got out, this man was doing what he do best, which is coming out here, embarrassing her. And through all of that, guys, she's really sticking it out with this male.
She stuck with him through some. I mean, he was one half of a decision away of going to prison for life. And she's still stuck with him.
Recently, he was out, and to be honest, I don't know why anyone is waiting in line to get any type of autograph from this male. Nonetheless, I saw an interview where he was just signing autograph. Someone asked him about Mariah the Scientist. So as you guys can see here, he ultimately said he had just put a baby in her. And once again, guys, this right here is why I continue to say, I'm not really sure what be going on.
He just put a baby in her after cheating on her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call that on her though, for real though. She don't have access to non-jail tainted peen. I mean, I heard her name before. I don't know any of her music or nothing, but I've heard her name before. So I know she's somewhat famous. So surely she has access to some peen that has not seen the doorway of a jailhouse.
Right.
But look at who she's dating though. His name is literally Young Thug. Like she knows what she's doing. Like, yeah, you're right. She chose this man, and even with all the cheating and lying and everything he's done, she still decided to stick with him. Now, it might not be a bad decision in the long run for her because if he ends up, I mean, he's already having a child with her. If he ends up marrying her too, oh, it's over with. Like she's gonna at least have the upper hand on him in a financial way because he really does get, he really does care about this girl. I mean, he keeps publicly coming back. He opened up real big time and apologized to her in a rap song that he made. Like, so he released that to the world. Like he wants to keep her, and honestly, she could be easily replaced. There's so many chicks out here who will mess with Young Thug, and he's a weird guy, and he looks weird too, but he's a millionaire, you know, and he's famous, and even without making new music, he can make millions just on the road, doing shows. So I think that she's got a connection to his finances that's significant, and she just don't want to mess that up because it's it's really really hard, even for these beautiful.
I mean, sorry to interrupt you, but Deontay, we just saw how Kevin Hunter ended up. I mean, Young Thug literally almost went to prison for the rest of his life. So he's not. It sounds like to me he's not the best decision maker.
No, he's not.
So
Yeah, I'm
she
just
could
saying
end up like Kevin's ex. I mean, Kevin's ex ended up.
Yeah, well, the beauty of that the situation is that Young Thug, this is his own money that he's got. This guy was up here taking money from his ex, you know, from his wife, essentially, and they were able to cut the access off. Like Young Thug's always going to have access to his own money, even if he did go to prison. Uh, so I'm
The
just saying,
fool
I
and
think
his money are soon parted, and he's already proved himself to be a fool. So it's just a matter of time before he's parted from this money.
Right.
I mean,
That's
I'm
what
just
I'm
looking
saying.
at him, and it's turning my stomach. My
Yeah,
oatmeal does not want to stay down. Just ugh.
Let me tell you. You want to hear something funny though? He literally called Glorilla ugly.
Yeah,
That thing.
I remember when he did.
The way he looked. You see how he looked.
Yeah, he looks like a burnt up cockroach. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I understand the theory you're saying. Deontay is like, well, he got money. Let's see how much money he does have. Let me look. Young Thug net worth. Okay. He's not worth that much, y'all. $46 million. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of money if you take care of it. But we're talking about somebody who that's not a whole lot.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, DJ. I know what you mean by it's not a whole lot, but I thought I didn't know he was worth that much. I thought he'd have been worth somewhere between 15 and 20 million. So,
Now,
like,
let me make it clear. We're talking 4 to 6 million. And remember
oh,
now, that's net worth. That is net worth. That means like if he had some concerts lined up, that's in the mix. That's in that money too. So
Yo, this dude already have 6 kids.
Oh.
He already got 6 kids. He started having them when he was 17. He got 3 boys and 3 girls, not including this chick here.
Oh.
So he got 6 kids by 4 different women.
Oh man. 4 men. I can tell you right now, that's basically he doesn't have any money. Because 6 kids at the probably the level that the quality those kids are probably supposed to live at. Oh, he broke. I don't know. I guess he's got 7 on the way now, right? Since he's got one in, he put a baby in it, right? Is that 7? Is that going to be number 7?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh man. Man, he's turning Kevin Hunter. If I were her, if I was a scientist, I start doing some performing before she can't stop, before she has to stop. She better make a hit record or 2.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
She was really a scientist. She should have been exploring some prophylactics and some birth control chemistry.
Straight up.
She knew what she was doing, though. Like, she wanted to get pregnant.
I think she's going to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
See, that's a funny thing because, the red pill says winter is coming. But it's funny because the winter comes for the women that they like. Winter is coming from it comes for pick-me's, right? I mean, think about it. She's a pick-me for a guy that really, really, I mean, come on now. He nearly went to prison. So, I mean, that's one thing. And then Kevin Hunter, look at Kevin Hunter. He's definitely red pill. Winter, he's broke now. Winter came for his pick me too. So it's funny that they say winter's coming and they want to say it's for per se modern women. But what they don't realize, it's the women that they want. It's the women that they want women to be like. It's the women that they want women to be like. It's the pick-me's. The pick-me's are the exact definition of what these men want. I mean, who else is going to be fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive? They are pick-me's. And winter is coming for them. So it's funny that they're saying winter is coming. And it's true, but it's coming for the women that they want. It's coming for those pick-me's. And the only reason winter is coming for those pick-me's is because of the dudes. It's
yeah. You ever heard that song where I forget who made it, and then J. Cole had a version where the hooker says, "Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved." Don't. You never heard that before? So basically, what he's saying is that they can't. Like we talked about it before. All of these ladies are not victims of guys. I mean, even if the guy is a downtrodden asshole, if they choose this guy and then after the bullshit happens, they still stick with him consciously doing this, they don't want to be, like you said, they don't want to be saved. They don't want to be with the really, really good guy. Some of these girls really just want the thug. Like that. That's just the thing. Like they don't like all the issues that come with them, but they like the whatever pros there are. You know, so
Yeah, but I mean, to me, it's like it's like this. It's just amazing to me that these women are acting exactly like Kevin's ex and the scientists here are acting exactly how red pill men want the women to act. They're submissive. They'll cook, they'll clean, you know, and all this other stuff. So they're really I mean, we can blame them, but they're doing exactly what these men want. So really, quite honestly, I think what you're saying, Deontay, is these women should have been modern women. They should have been the kind of women that are not red pill men aren't going to like. Because the thing is this: I don't get why she's doing this. If the scientist, Mariah, the scientist, has some wherewithal, she doesn't need that dude. She doesn't need somebody who's going to cheat on her or go to prison. Because right now, let me tell you, I've checked out Young Thug's probation requirements, and if he sneezes, he's going back to prison.
he's got a bad
If he sneezes wrong, he's going back to prison.
There's
And they set
something
it up
wrong
that
with her
way.
though, DJ. She is shallow and short-sighted. I mean, if she wanted to be a pygmy and be the housewife or whatever he wanted, that's good and well for her because she is an adult. But the greatest disservice is these children. A baby deserves to be born into love and not used as leverage. And a woman deserves a partner who's there because he chooses her and she chooses him, and not because they use parenthood as a last resort trying to stay together. So trying to keep a man with the baby doesn't secure love. It just secures more struggle. The women deserve better, but if you choose that for yourself, then good for you. That's your life. But the children deserve stability. And men who don't want to be present won't magically transform because a pregnancy has happened. Healthy relationship starts with honesty, not hoping for a better future. And the babies need good parents and not used as strategies to keep the other partner.
Yes.
Well said.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah. But DJ, it's, piggybacking on what Goat said, it's think about this. Shallow. See, that was the perfect word and short-sighted. That was perfect because all of these girls that are chasing after these rappers and ballers and stuff, most of these girls are seeking attention for their own self, like the Instagram models, and they're looking for clout. And it means something in certain circles to be like, oh, my boyfriend is such and such. Well, I mean, just look at Real Housewives of Atlanta or Basketball Wives, and they'll be like, yeah, my baby daddy is such and such. They ain't even married to these men. They just boyfriends with them, and they call them housewives. But anyway, they break up and they say, well, my qualifications for this show is that I got a kid by T.I. and a kid by Jay-Z. You see what I'm saying? Like basically they're saying I got children by rappers or ballers, so that qualifies me to get attention from people. And it's a lot of women out there, especially young girls, who look up to that. But they want to know, how can I get me a baller too? Because like you said, it's short sighted. So just the clout that she has by saying she's exclusively Young Thug's woman, and he's exclusively publicly saying this is my girl, that means everything to her, and another groups of people that she's with. It's crazy, but it's like high school. They playing
Yeah.
high school games, and you got children involved in it, growing up in this bullshit.
Yeah. Shout out to Brina West. Let's go on to Kevin Gates. Here we go.
I'm back with another triggering topic.
All right.
Now, today I want to talk about the diabolical, demonic, destructive, delusional, degenerate that is Kevin Gates. But before I get into that, let me give you a quick disclaimer. This video is filled with my thoughts along with fair use guidelines. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I have always been disgusted by Kevin Gates. And I find it so crazy that there are a lot of women that actually like Kevin Gates and find him attractive. A man that has bragged about having intercourse with his cousin, a man that publicly said that he would drink Beyonce's urine, a man that went up there on the Breakfast Club and outright lied and said that he jump-started a lady's vehicle with his bare hands. That right there is a man that don't care nothing about nothing. If you're willing to lie like that, you know you don't care about nothing. You don't care about nothing. We already know how he treated his wife, Drika. And also how he called Savannah James, LeBron James' wife, a man, and said that she isn't good as a white woman because he doesn't think that she worships the ground that LeBron walks on enough, as if you're in their house or...
Well, I have to stop for a minute. They're a great looking couple. Are they still together?
Yeah. I mean, they look even better now that LeBron got that turkey hair planted in.
Yeah,
the whole world saw that man go bald and all of a sudden, da-da, hair again.
Oh, he hey, look. They can't talk about they can't talk about women getting surgery anymore. You know, hey, it looks good. It looks, you know.
He got the money, whatever makes him feel delightful.
You know, I might have to go see, you know, shoot.
They say the price is right in Turkey. You can get the teeth and your hair done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he went to Turkey to get it done?
That's what I'm going to figure, because that's where a lot of people are going.
Okay. Well, hey.
It's like the people going down south for the BBLs. You go to Turkey if you need veneers or hair implants.
Hey, I have no problem with that. If somebody wants to, you know, I'm concerned about like certain BBL things or something like that, only because of the medical concerns. But if, you know, somebody wants to, you know, kind of upgrade themselves a little bit in their mind, because quite honestly, I mean, a lot of women like men that are bald, luckily for me. But anyway, let me play this. Here we go.
As if a girl that has known a man since high school is going to be acting like some type of random whitey groupie. What? And then we don't even have to talk about, but let's talk about it. Brittany Renner and her changing her whole persona to become a pick-me to this man. And I honestly believe, I don't know who's going to agree with this, but I'll say I really believe that Brittany Renner really loved Kevin Gates. If you look at the old videos of her, like at concerts and stuff, where she was interviewing him and meeting him back in the day, you could tell that he was like her dream man. Yuck. Honestly, I don't know how, but he was. So
yeah. Let me fast forward a little bit to where is it at? He talks. Where is he at? Maybe it's back here. So wait, he's a former basketball player. Is that what he was?
I'm not sure. I know he was a big time rapper. I'm not sure what he did is basketball.
I didn't know nothing about this man until Brittany Renner hooked up with him.
For some BS, of course. And he's over there posted up with a younger woman sitting there bashing older women. But you know, I can show you better than I can tell you. So please check this out.
And don't no nigga want no old washed up ass.
Oh wait, shout out to UK in the house. Brina's in the house. You women love cheaters. No, I think women just love men that end up being cheaters. That's what happens.
And what nigga don't want a young hoe, man? Huh? You don't like it, eat my dick, man. Straight up. Yeah, the fuck? What nigga wants something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man, nigga have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the fuck? But see, there don't be nothing but that washed up shit on it. Like, man, hey, yeah, nigga damn near, yeah. Nigga old enough to be your daddy, yeah. Of course. Yeah, nigga want some, yeah. The fuck? Got more sense to, hey, got sense enough to know how to listen.
And if you notice in this clip right here, he's just treating her like she's his property, just like complete and utter domination. And to a younger woman, this may seem cute, but it's a definite warning sign for sure.
That is an ugly man.
I
Act
was
natural said it best. He know what he look like. He knows what he look like, and he not flexing for women. He flexing for other dudes.
Yep. You nailed it. I think he is too. I think he's saying, "Look at my property here. I know you guys are loving me for this." Miss Obsidian Reloaded in the house. Good seeing you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, basically, so number one, what we notice is that he's ugly. He's got, he now has a woman that's half his age, if not more.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if she's even a woman. She might have he might have went by way of Shannon Sharp.
Or I don't know. I'll tell you, DJ, and just to give a different perspective to. I don't know. I couldn't really see the video well, but I was listening to what he was saying. What he was saying was very aggressive and vulgar, but there is some truth to what he was saying about like a lot of men, especially like they're older, like in their 40s or 50s or older, they definitely if especially if they dating, they would obviously I shouldn't say obviously, but mostly they're choosing a younger woman if they can get her. And it's just like he was saying, like she hasn't been like that. That's the thing for a lot of men.
Wait. Let me stop you right there for 1 second. Okay. The age of a woman has nothing to do with numbers. It didn't even have to. We don't know what that young girl, that little girl, has gone through. There are women who can be in their 50s and have less numbers than this little girl.
No, you're right.
A lot of men, they think just because a woman is younger, their numbers are hella low and shit, and that has nothing to do with it. And what's funny to me is we're talking about a man that we all know probably is in the 500s himself. So we're talking about a man who's a straight. If we were to grade him on the same level, he has straight hoe. So what comes out of his mouth to me doesn't mean anything. I guarantee you there are women that are all twice as her age and twice the shape she's in, probably has half the numbers she has, probably has a better life than she has. The thing is this is why men, they try to make it sound like it's a numbers thing or an emotional thing or baggage thing, like UK is saying. But at the end of the day, especially the way these modern men are treating these young modern girls, they treat these women like shit. So you can't really say whether who's getting the most emotional damage or not. We don't know. So that is the stereotype. I can tell you. I can tell you there's a lot of older women that because they know how they have boundaries. I think the best way for me to say it is this: the more boundaries you have will predicate the emotional damage you have more than any other metric, whether it be age or where you live or whatever. It's whether you have the boundaries. And by the way, I was taught this by Ghost. It's the boundaries that are going to predicate how a woman's emotional health, in my opinion. So, and I'm going to shut up because I think this is something Ghost is exceptional at deciphering. This thing, I'm just kind of just fed up with this. Oh yeah, she got to be young, so she hasn't been through a lot. I guarantee you, this young girl right here, I can tell you by the way she looks right now. Don't get me wrong, she's pretty, but she's been through a lot. She had been through a lot. But I'm going to hand it over to Ghost because I'm going to shut up. I'm just mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just kind of sad for her that she thinks this is the life that she is looking for. It is, it's just sad to be concerned with such a man. I mean, women women absolutely need boundaries for the same reason anyone does, but the stakes are often higher for women because of how society socializes them. Uh, Women need boundaries because without them, love becomes labor. That what they call the struggle. Now that's not necessary. None of that is necessary. Care becomes sacrifice for women, and partnerships become depletion. And these dudes like this, they just wear women down. But women with boundaries, they're saying, I have this in my life to protect my peace. My mental health matters just as much as relationship. It says that they will raised to be nurturers and helpers and fixers. They understand their self-worth. She's not going to put him on a pedestal and put herself, in the background because she knows her self-worth and doesn't let men like this take advantage of her kindness and her emotional stability. And it's time and energy. One day she's going to look back at this video and she's probably going to throw up on herself. She's going to be so disgusted because she's going to be burnt out, used up, carrying emotional baggage and just the weight of her time with him, whatever he's going to do to her, whatever trouble he's going to leave her with, whatever public humiliation he puts her through. It's just not worth it. And she's just setting her own self up. She's not, for the most part, she's an adult. But I mean, Jesus, take some time and think it over. It's like, look at who you're with.
Right.
Man, even go back to his old pictures. What happened to his fit? They won't fit feminine. What happened to his fit? I know what he used to look like. He looked like he ate the old version of himself.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel sorry for these women. That's gonna give me nightmares. I'm finna go to bed. I've been on the road all day. I'm going to bed.
Okay, UK says this. UK says younger women are more fertile. Oh my God, here we go again. What am I going to do with a 50-year-old woman? And younger women are more fun.
Have you ever been with a 50-year-old woman? And know who did have a kid at 50? Janet F. and Jackson had a kid at 50.
See, but
I
the
know
thing
dudes
is,
that would murder
why
people
is
to
he
get to
thinking
Janet
about fertile?
Jackson.
Why does this fertile come up all the time?
Because they don't understand biology.
Yeah, well, also they don't understand, like, if you trying to find a woman to marry and have children with, that's cool. But most of these dudes be capping when they talk about fertility and like they're not trying to have no babies. They ain't ready for none. That's why when they do have one and the girl get preggo and now they up here trying to negotiate and figure out what to do, all that fertile stuff. But like, especially black women. Black women are fertile up and I know so many. Anecdotal, but I know having babies into their 40s, pretty almost on average, more than just like random ones. But the thing is, though, you're right, PJ. She could have went through stuff. When I was in high school, I had a bunch of, ain't no other way to put it. I went to high school with some hoes. Like they were between the age of 15 and 18. Like even when they were teenagers, like when we was in school, they was getting loose. We talking about girls who had 20, 30 bodies on them by the time they turned 18. Like just being some straight up high school little whores. Uh, so yeah, you right. They can have a lot of that, and obviously the vice versa can happen. You can have you a 30, 40, 50-year-old woman who only got 10 bodies on her, maybe less. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying that the reason why you look at the numbers like at the age is because most likely the younger girl is going to have less, unless she's a hoe and out there doing that. Really no other way to put it. And you know what a hoe is like when you're dealing with her. So If old girl is a hoe and Kevin know that, then that's what's up. But it's a lot of girls out there who not hoes who will definitely be loyal to these rich celebrities because they just love the guys. They can't believe they're around them. I mean, the rappers said in their rap songs all the time. Like Tiger once said to these hoes, I'm God to these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake said it. Drake said, I'm Pastor Colonel Thomas to these hoes. Miracles. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they talking about. When they say these hoes, they not talking about the ladies and girls that's in school doing the right thing. They talking about these chicks that's out here getting loose. And it's millions of them, okay? It's not the majority of women, nowhere near it. But if you still talking about, it's millions of them out here getting like the men.
Yeah, okay, I just looked up Kevin Gates's because I wanted to find out, how old she was. This woman right here looks older than that girl does, and she's 26. Wait, Kevin Gates' alleged girlfriend shares what she said about Drika. No, okay, we know that she was with. So no, I mean that's how embarrassing. Maybe this is her. That her? Is that the same one? Yeah. Yeah, 26-year-old. Okay, so I think she's 26. I think she is. And and the word is Kevin Gates, 39-year-old Kevin Gates defends relationship, if you can call it that, with a 26-year-old girlfriend. I don't know if you can call her that either, quite honestly.
Oh, please move the screen off of UK Arsenal. That's so much boo-boo there. Somebody needs to put Drano down his throat. That's so much boo-boo coming from that direction. Only a few minority women over 36 are successful? Come on now. That's one of the highest educated groups out there. Minority women over 36, only a few are successful. Now, I'm for real. I'm finna go to bed because I'm going to keep my young, youthful looks on my melanin skin.
I hear that.
I will leave y'all with a moment. Women need boundaries because without them, people will take everything. They will take your time. They will take your peace. They will take your energy. They will take your identity. And that's why these women end up so empty. A woman without boundaries become everybody's comfort zone, but nobody's priority. She becomes the nurse, the therapist, the babysitter, the crisis manager, all while getting crumbs in return. And that's not love, that is labor. A boundary is not attitude, it's a standard. It says, if you want access to me, respect is the entry fee. Men who get offended by boundaries were benefiting from the lack of them. They don't want a partner. They want an emotional maid. But a healthy man, he will adjust. He will listen. He will step up because he cares more about the well-being of a woman than his convenience. Boundaries keep you from shrinking yourself to fit in somebody else's comfort. They keep you from mistaking bare minimum effort for love. They keep you from pouring into people who never planned on pouring back. Women with boundaries aren't hard to love. They're easy to lose because these dudes aren't serious. And that's the point. Boundaries don't push away real love. They filter out the men who are never going to love them right anyway. And with that, I'm saying good night.
Thank you so much. Stepping in, more bars from the ghost. Okay, so let's get past Kevin. I'm gonna save the rest for later. I'm gonna play this one right here though.
It was easy to work through. So get the link in the care made for toe and struggle, Dusty.
So let me go to the
I don't need
wait.
advice to me.
Where's that part? Okay.
TikTok video from a woman of no color showing that she got the same broke black man that black women get. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see another video like this one that you see here, where this woman of no color is coddling this little buck over here because he's a baby-fied sissy man. I don't need to see that because I know that that's what happens. I know these men aren't dominant. I know they're effeminate. I know that they ain't really pulling no weight. Look, they don't fool me with their narrative. They fool other people. The reason I'm doing counter narratives is so that you can stop being fooled by them. But I don't need a TikTok video from your random Beckisha to know that this is the sad, pathetic state of black men and how they've allowed themselves to become. And understand there's no shame here. And then I'll show you what else I was going to show you.
I do this for my squad. I do this for my gang. I do this for my squad. I do this for my gang. Hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Now, you guys saw that video, and if that's not the greatest story of a dungeon dwelling, cot sleeping, mattress on the floor, 3 trash bag toting, struggle dusty, I don't really know what is.
Damn.
How is it that you have to have a video where you're showing how your man is pretending that he can afford some fast food? So you with this man and he can't even afford fast food? So we know that the car that he driving is hers. Because if you can't afford a Happy Meal, you can't afford a car payment. Let's just be for real. But this is the little things that they do to put these men on blast, because she knows that this is emasculating him, because she comes from a community, and I'm not saying every last one of them do, but by and large, they are pretty traditional. So the bottom line of it is she's purposely putting this man on blast. But that's not what's most disturbing here, and that's not really what I'm doing this for, because at the end of the day, we already know black men are not high value. That's why I don't understand why people get into high value discussions with black men. None of them qualifies to me. But even if I'm
I mean, hey, it's like this. So why he's doing that, why the man is paying with her money, I guess he doesn't. Okay, the thing is that for some reason, I guess he doesn't understand. Let me explain what's going on here. See, she's roasting him. His white girlfriend is roasting him, what we would call roasting. This is emasculating as AF, number one. If you noticed, look at her eyes. She's like saying, see, oh my God, yeah, you get, I pay for everything. That's not bringing your man up. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because these men out here, at least in the red pill realm, they want to say that, Caucasian women are the best and everything like this and that, and they respect black women are too loud and all this kind of stuff. But these men, he's clueless. This brother right here is clueless. He doesn't realize he's getting hard roasted right now on video. On video. That is not a flex. The way that she set it up and everything, the way that she's videoing him, taking her card and paying for the food at a fast food, no doubt. And it's not like it's birthday. It's not like, anything like that. You could tell he's kind of feeling a little bit uncomfortable because, that's a very feminine position he's in, paying for their food with her card, with her money. That's bad. That's bad. But okay. And we will end it. When we ended it, no. You know something? I want to go into this. Here we go.
It's like we have to really remove the sensitivity from some of these things and be like, look, I'm not sitting here and trying to say that you got to look like you're a size 6 and that you are not worthy of love unless you are a size. I'm not going to sit here and say that to you. That's not that. It's not for me to try to define what another woman believes is beautiful. She gets to feel as beautiful as she wants, and the market gets to decide how beautiful she is. But you can't actually be honest about what it means, how these actual how weight problems and how health problems are impacting Black women, and it's not.
This is the funny thing. Okay, let me break this down really deep. This is why Black women are tired of these red pill people. Let me play it again.
How weight problems and how health problems are impacting Black women, and it's not in any way good.
So, Chaz, Chaz, I call her Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know why. Hey, look, she's making fun of women. I can make fun of her, right? So, Chaz don't know that Black men, we have greater health problems than Black women do. And I'm saying that because it's true. Should people lose weight in general? Yes. All races of people could lose a couple pounds. What I don't like is she's using it as an excuse to insult Black women. That's all she's doing. Because she's not an advocate for Black women. If you go to her channel, there are no Black women on her channel. She probably has something around 10% Black women. I got more men on my channel than she has on women on her channel. So it's that the example I'm showing you is just basically how these red pill pick-me's follow an agenda that is based in bigotry. And I'm about to get to that right now because, of course, we have Obsidian here. So an Obsidian is the gate. Everybody doesn't know this, but Obsidian is also the gatekeeper to bigotry. And the reason I can say that is because of the people he collects himself around and the statements he makes about Black women. Here we go.
I think one of the reasons we're having this conversation is because when you're talking about the Black woman, as I alluded to before, who would seemingly be more in alignment with the ideals of the Black manosphere.
What? Let me rewind that again. I don't think
having this conversation is because when you're talking about the Black woman, as I alluded to before, who would seemingly be more in alignment with the ideals of the Black manosphere. They were disturbed, right? By
bars. Male-centered women are hella dangerous. Bars, Miss Obsidian Reloaded.
The position that was taken by the Black manosphere. There was like, hey, what's going on? This is not right. And so that's why I wanted to seek understanding on what was going on and the intention and the motives, and more specifically, what the Black manosphere was getting out of this. But I don't think any of
to talk about the situation with Pearly Things a couple years ago. Remember when the Black manosphere ironically made Pearly Things the queen of the manosphere over all of their other Black pick-me options? They must have had at least 50 women from Chess to, SBU to Chantel to what is it, the Crimson Cure. They had all these women who have been putting in all this pick-me time in pick-me world for red pill dudes, doing all this disrespecting of Black women, being Black women, disrespecting Black women with the red pill, talking points, only to have this white woman come out of nowhere and get the queen crown, literally get the crown in the manosphere. And here we have Chess Charday trying to explain or trying to pull, what would you call it? Pull the strings or something, trying to act like she's on board with this white woman coming over to the Black manosphere and running things, literally running things. And that includes over all the Black men as well. That's not just the Black women, but the black men as well. Here we go.
But the ones that I'm talking about, the ones who are mad, right, are the ones who felt like this isn't right. Again, we're talking about the ones who have a past as being called a pick me. They'd be more in alignment with the pick me space. They'd be more in alignment with the ones that would be called.
Girl, you're a pick me. You're a pick me for the red pill. I mean, that's how you're making your money. Come on now, don't act like you're separate or something else. I mean, you're either a pick me or you're a modern woman. That's how it goes these days, unfortunately. So take your pick.
Mammies all the time, different stuff.
Right.
The ones following, the divestiture swirler stuff, we already know that they're on a whole nother level. You know what I mean?
And what's interesting, the question about what the black man is.
Here's the funny thing. She's an anti-divestment woman. Chaz tries her best to roast divestors all the time. And it's really super ironic that she's supporting a man that supports a woman who's white. There's nothing right. But a woman, it's okay to support a woman who's white, but if you're in the black manosphere, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because isn't it supposed to be about black men and black women, coming, supposed to be like an agreement, a disagreement. So to me, I'm showing you not anything about race, but to show you how weak black manosphere men are. Not just the guys who are consuming the content, but the actual leaders. They are so weak that they let a bigoted Caucasian woman that even Caucasian people don't like take over the whole black manosphere. She made a bunch of money off of these bozos. I think I don't know whether I'm happy or glad or happy or mad about it. I mean, to me, it's like talk about winter is coming. Talk about winter came for them. Winter came from them because we all saw what happened. Let me, and that's why I got to bring this back. That's why I'm bringing this back in the mix, because we need to relive the stupidity and idiocracy of these red pill leaders, not the consumers, not the guys. I'm trying to show you how stupid your leaders are. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not dissing you red pill dudes who right now I'm dissing your leadership. I'm trying to show you how stupid and weak they are to the point where they literally let, really quite honestly, an alt-right version of the triple Ks take over your space. I mean, think about it. Let me make.
Or me in particular is getting out of it.
Shout out to Mr. Lee.
Compared to what exactly? What was I getting out of it before? See, I find it interesting that we'll ask the question now that the white girl's in the middle of the frame, but we never asked the question before. And correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't I a simp for letting these ladies in the door? Wasn't I, being taken in by them and all the rest of it? But now all of a sudden that the white girl's in the door, now all of a sudden that previous simp appellation and me letting these ladies in the door and me caping and jumping out the window for these chameleons. And I hear what brothers say. Now all of a sudden that's been washed clean, right?
No,
now that's been washed clean. Remember now, this man is back on YouTube. Okay, and you guys are going to you guys are simping for this fool right here. And I'm about to show you something that's going to make you get sick. You are going to be so embarrassed you even thought about saying the word obsidian, and unless it was where you were naming a rock.
Well, I can't speak for everybody, obviously. As I mentioned before, I made this point a few months ago. I was like, look, you over here swirling or whatever. This is the byproduct of swirling. You're going to have white people in the conversation with relationships, whatever. Where this issue took off was regarding around the topic of cultural gatekeeping, saying things that are considered disrespectful to the experience of our ancestors. I think we can all agree that if those things were said or alluded to with the Jewish community, then I don't think we'd be having this conversation. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. It's interesting about the gatekeeping conversation, because you and I have had this conversation before, and I want to revisit it here right now.
Yeah, the gatekeeper of bigotry right here. Let me give you a mix of what I mean. Let me give you a little bit of mix of what I mean right here.
I'm curious. There's 1,000 assault claims, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many police officers are there?
There's about 33,000 police officers in London, and that 1,000 is part of that 33,000.
Oh, so it's one?
Yeah, so those are the ones
that's
in
like
London.
Less than like what, 2%?
But that's 2% too many.
Yeah, that's pretty small.
You have to be like on another level of like shittiness to hear that there are 1,000 SA allegations, and you just go, it's not that many in the grand scheme of things. I mean, what are you going to do? There's always going to be a couple.
My point is this. These black men of the Manosphere, the leaders, literally put Pearly Things as the queen, the white queen of the Manosphere, and white people don't even like her. White people don't even respect her. Not because she was hanging around the black manosphere, it's just because she's just disgusting. They don't like her at all. There's nobody who really likes her at all. And it's funny to me that we literally in this space, the manosphere, I should say, in this space literally took somebody's trash and made them king. And guess who made it happen? Let me go back. Get this dude right here.
I think one of the reasons we're having this conversation.
This dude right here. If that doesn't expose you guys to your lack of leadership, I don't know what else does. Instead of focusing on the real issues, poverty, jobs, employment, black wealth, black reputation, black excellence, what do? You diss black women all day. And it's funny because when these men go out here to secure a hall or a room somewhere, I'm sure they go out there and go, oh, yeah, we're going to have black men come out here to improve so we can level up and all this kind of shit. But I guarantee you, if any of these places if they saw the videos that these men make in the Manosphere, they wouldn't be interested. Literally other races of men are disgusted in this. They don't even like, again, Just Pearly Things is Caucasian, right? They don't even like her. Not because she's a woman. It's just, she's just disgusting. She says disgusting things. She hangs around disgusting people. Let me see if I got some proof of that. I do. Look, I just happen to have some proof of that. Here we go. Everything she knows about you. That includes to disrespect you.
Keep that in mind now. Well, it's not to say
Let
that
me
they're
pause right there. Guess who that guy is right there? That's Nick Fuentes, who was literally so toxic that white people don't like him either because he's bad for business. And she's pals with this dude.
Theory or anything like that.
You're the most. Deontay, you okay over there? Literal sense. Self-hate right in front. I don't care about him. Self-hate, that you have to understand how much Pearly had lack of respect for the Black culture to bring somebody like this on their channel, even to think about it. But she thinks you're an easy lick, and you are. Right now, I guarantee you not. You could go to Pearly's. I could probably, let me see right now. Let me go back here. Let's scoot down here and see some of these. Thank you, liberal Judaism. Thank you.
Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview.
Get your lie together. Let's play that over again.
Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview. Now,
How's that? So she just said, oh, yeah, in the interview, I just said slavery was embellished. This is who you all bowed to. A woman who said slavery was embellished. Let me keep going.
that not only is that comment insensitive, it's not accurate. There were things in slavery that were.
Now she's trying to tell us what we already know. Let me play that over again.
Slavery was embellished in the interview. Now
that she doesn't understand. That was the real. You guys were seeing the real her. You were seeing the real her. She totally believes that. She is more on the Nick side than any other side at all. And then she, get this part right here. Easy lick.
For real.
Listen close.
Yeah. Was she white?
The conversation she was having with the other woman was about sexual partners and who she wanted to have sex with. Doesn't that sound quite traditional to you? Doesn't that sound does that sound traditional to you? I'm just wondering, just asking for a friend.
But I want to tell you a story that really made me dislike men for like a really, really long time.
Even after that video, dudes were still 10 toes down. That's you being an easy lick, fellas.
For like a really, really long time.
Cassie has been calling me every day for the last 2 weeks saying that I need to fire you because you're racist and you're an anti-Semite. So not only does she cut off the friendship and blacklist me, but then she starts calling my boss.
She Karen'd you, huh?
Yeah, it's for real.
Listen close.
Yeah. Was she white?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the best Karens.
Yeah,
we do Karen it better than anyone else.
That's true. Yeah, that's not sure that's like something to be proud
Wait
of.
for
It
it.
kind of is though, actually. I'm actually in a way kind of like pro Karen.
Karens are needed. I'm not saying like sometimes we're in the wrong, but I honestly think like Karens.
Let me pause it. Remember the original Karen sentiment came around because these women, think of Emmett Till. he got taken down by a Karen. That's what Karen means. There's a modern way. It was designed in modern times, but I think Emmett Till is a perfect example of somebody who got Karen'd. So let me see what Obsidian's girl is going to say about that.
Are the ones that do the shit that no one else wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might have been on the negative end of the Karen stick, right?
But
they all probably wanted you fired or wanted you blacklisted, right? Karen's just the one that did it.
Yeah, that's
Karen,
right.
So from my point of view, if the guy next door is having this loud party and I'm the one that goes and complains, everyone wanted it to stop.
That's right.
I'm pro Karen.
Yeah, I will say.
Well, what is a Karen that accuses her coach? Yep. Remember when she accused her remember when she accused her coach? Let me see. Come on, where is she at? Yeah, right there. Here we go. Remember when she accused her coach, a black man, of being creepy. And they didn't care. She literally got a black man fired. I think two, because there was a bellman who she got fired too. They still defended. Still defended. I got defenders coming in right now. Look. Is this the new thing now to attack Manosphere content? This is the second video I've come across from this guy. Dude, I've been at this for 2.5 years, bro. I don't know where you've been. Something new. Attacking Manosphere content is, yeah, I am attacking Manosphere content. This is trash. I tell you what, C-Dot, do me a favor. Show me Manosphere content that does not disrespect black women. Show me the building, the finance support, the black excellence videos from your favorite guys, whether it be from MTR, Kevin Samuel's channel. Yeah, I know he's gone, but the channel's still there, right? Fugazi's channel. Show me the positive black excellence, black male excellence talk you guys are doing over there. Because I looked over there and I didn't see shit. What I did see was you talking shit about black women. All day, every day. So, please excuse me for saying to spare me the bullshit, acting like the bullshit outrage, fake outrage, whatever you want to call it, about it being, oh my God, he's disrespecting disrespectful content. Because that's basically what it is. I'm glad you did bring this up though, C-Dot, but that's basically what it is. I think if you were to look outside the realm of Red Pill, you would see, if you were an outsider, you would be saying, why are these black men disrespecting these black women? I thought these black men wanted equal rights just like black women did. I thought these black men wanted, higher income Just like black women want. Why are they getting mad at black women? That's how other races of people are thinking about us. They're wondering, like, what the fuck is going on here? Even white supremacists are thinking, like, wow, what are they? Why are they doing that to their own women? And what's ironic about it? You know what's really ironic about it? And I didn't want to put you on blast, C-Dot, but hey, you know what's ironic about it, C-Dot, is that the people that we wanted to respect us more don't. Because one of the core values that all men share is to protect and respect your women. It may not happen a lot, or it may not happen as much as women may want, but that's the core thing. We have literally taken red pill to a different level. To a very, really, we have made it devolve to the point that even other races of red pill people want nothing to do with it. They have never seen in their lives, these people outside of our black YouTube, they have never seen in their lives men disrespect women as much as we do. Oh, wait, take me out of that shit. Because remember, shit, I've taken enough shit being on this side. I want to be on this side. Y'all, what you guys do. F that. I'm not down with that shit. I might be black, but I'm not black red pill. And okay, so C-Dot says this. Let's go ahead and black women aren't above reproach and are acting like black women aren't pretty much the main culprit. It's MAIN, main culprits of throwing their counterparts under the bus. No. Actually, believe it or not, C-Dot, if you think about it, black women, to their detriment, have not thrown black men under the bus. A perfect example would be Young Thug. Another example are all those black women, the 50% of black women that are getting abused right now from black men, but still want to be with black men. It's at 50% now. How about shoot? It's one thing being, you're talking about being thrown under a bus. Black men, black men are doing that literally to black women. Here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example.
It's like what you're saying.
Manosphere, and it's been invaded by red pill hoes as it's collided with mainstream. These women see all these betas, naive, gullible. They want to be pandered to in a way like a politician would pander to a voting demographic. It's a money.
These Caucasian men in the red pill system are laughing at all you black red pill men. As they should. They weren't having her. Pearly was, do you see, Pearly went where she could get her lick. Look in the mirror, see a lick. This
grab on the part of a lot of these women, even men in the manosphere who are truly trying to become more masculine, stop being a bitch. Hot girl says something, sometimes like not even like super hot, just like cute. Smash that like button, it's like.
Just Pearly thinks is a friendly 5 on a good day. But these dudes simp for her to an astounding degree. And it's like they're just saying what they're putting.
Now, you are hearing from literally other men, her peers. And she's trash to her peers. Not all women. No. They don't disrespect their women like the men in our community do. They're specifically talking about her. Let me go back over here to now I want you to hear how it sounds now when I play Obsidian. Here we go.
I think one of the reasons we're having this conversation is because
question before. And correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't I a simp for letting these ladies in the door? Wasn't I, being taken in by them and all the rest of it? But now all of a sudden that the white girl's in the door, now all of a sudden that previous simp appellation and me letting these ladies in the door and me.
I think it's safe to say that this video did not age well. Literally. All the simping those black women did for the Manosphere. And he still went out there and got himself a white girl. And it's so ironic because Jess Tarday, she be dissing black women for divesting. So you gotta really realize the irony of this all, where literally you have an anti-divesting black woman disrespecting black women about dating white men, while in the same frame, this black man right here literally overlooking the 20, 30 black women that diss for them, that literally windmill for them, being ignored to let a woman in, not because she's white, but because she's just the worst. You let pearly things in there. That's how low black men are. I have no problem with pearly things. She's just making her money. She's not affecting black women. So you gotta feel the irony of this. I mean, the irony where you literally have, this is how bigoted red pill black men are about black women. They are the worst. Red pill thinking black men are the worst thing that happened to black women. The very worst. There's no other races are like, damn. Other races are like, wow, man. I mean, look, we don't like y'all, but damn, you black men, you really are going in on your sisters. Angela Redick in the house. I mean, you are really going in hard on your own women. And what they're thinking is like, wow, that's disgusting. That's what other races of people are thinking. They're thinking like that is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen, where there's a large group of men, actually the largest group on YouTube, disrespecting their own women with regularity. You will never see it in any other race. And that's why I cannot be a part of that shit. You want to call me a pander or whatever, make up whatever you want. Simp, let's work with simp. Better than being red pill. I'll take the simp thing. I'm going to sit up there with Clay, and I'm going to sit up there, with Denzel, and I'm going to simp with those guys. I'm going to simp with those guys. That's what I'm going to do. How about that? I'm going to take the simp. Here we go. I'm going to take the simp crown. Because I refuse, really quite honestly, I refuse to treat anybody the way you treat black women. Anybody. Anyone. I'm not going to treat anybody like that. It's the way you guys do it is freaking just like, it's low. It's like barbaric to treat women like that. Even if they weren't black, if you treated women like that, it's disgusting. And you do it every day. And you do it every day. Listen to this dude.
And jumping out the window for these chameleons. And I hear what brothers say. Now all of a sudden that's been washed clean, right?
No, I think, well, I can't speak for everybody, obviously. As I mentioned before, I made this point a few months ago. I was like, look, you over here swirling or whatever, this is the byproduct of swirling. You're going to have white people in the conversation with relationships, whatever.
Let me pause that for a minute. I think I want to find out. There's one. Let me go and see if I can dig this up on real quick. Here we go. Okay. So I want let's go with this right here.
Video about a day ago exposing a few people. But the two people that stand down the video were MTR and O'Shea Jackson, and she showed proof of it. Now the thing is, if she's telling the truth, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts at the end of the video.
Oh, but none of them have done it. None of them are that successful. And they want to tell us how to run our shows. And the other thing, you know what, and MTR, here's the thing. I am really not about bringing out private things behind the scenes to the public. I think it's trashy. But if you're going to publicly accuse me of things and you're going to publicly make a hit piece on me, then I have to publicly defend myself.
Now, what's crazy is that I came across these comments while I was live streaming a couple of days ago. And what
you found out on live is about the clips is just not true. You know it's not true. I don't know why you're lying to your audience.
General, and not once in the interview did you have at least one pro-black stance.
MTR, you said yourself before you released the video, when I asked you, did you watch the full interview? You said no. So how do you even know? Because that's the thing. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what's right. He doesn't care what's true. He cares about appeasing his audience. And that's what all these reaction channels are doing to you.
And along with my accountability.
There it is. Y'all. Welcome to the Manosphere, where it's for sale for $5,000. Anybody can buy it. Anybody. Y'all are just for sale. How much does it, how much does it cost to disrespect black women? Oh, if you pay $5,000 and take Kevin Samuels' little school, you can go disrespect black women too. That's why I have no respect for you red pill motherfuckers. Because you have no respect for anybody. You don't even have respect for yourself. You don't even have respect for your mothers, your sisters, your daughters. You sold them out for her. You sold them out for her. At least she could have been a 10 or something. Shoot. You heard the guy say she's a 5 on a good day. She's literally average at best. And you guys leaned in on her. She's literally average at best. She's literally average at best. You heard the guy say it earlier with the red hat. She's a 5 on a good day. Don't be mad at me. Y'all chose her. Y'all chose him too. And he chose her. Kevin chose her. Kevin chose her too. And what's funny is you guys are acting like this episode, this whole shit never happened. Not only did you disrespect black women in general, you disrespected the black women that were down for you. That the ones that the ones that pandered for you, the ones that literally disrespect other black women for you. Even though they behave just like the black women they disrespect. And I'm going to do another show on that too. Because it's funny to me to see black women that you guys would call masculine leading you as well. Women that you would deem masculine because of their bossiness or their outspokenness. Those are the ones you pick to go to their channels. That's why this whole red pill thing is just disgusting. It's built on literal hate. It's literally built on bigotry. Think about it. Really, quite honestly, ask yourself this. If you were talking to somebody, if somebody talked to you the way you talk to a black woman too, or if somebody talked about you the way that you talked about black women in your space, you probably get a little bit upset because it's the exact same way the alt-right dudes who carry them little tiki things talk about you. It's identical. I could take something from the alt-right or the triple Ks, play it back, and I guarantee you not, I can find some black man referring to a black woman in the same way. Should I do that? You guys want me to do that? YouTube ain't gonna let it. YouTube ain't gonna roll with it. They're gonna probably take it off. But basically, for the 1 minute before my, show gets canceled by YouTube, by their morally in which they should do, I could compare your speech pattern to that of the triple Ks or whatever alt-right group you guys are disgusted with right now, because sometimes you're not. I guarantee you. You'd be like, wow, we actually did say that. So when you guys come out with these words like hyenas, quiches, 304s, even though black, by the way, you men have more relations than women, just throwing it out there. You don't realize that what you're doing is you're saying the N word to women. The same word that would send you into a frenzy. If somebody said that to you, you say that to women on a daily basis. How about that? I mean, literally. Literally. UK says, DJ Torch, you need to talk to Uncle Obsidian Ali and Grandfather Red Pill Rolo Tomasi. Oh, no, Obsidian don't want no part of me. Trust me on that. He came to my show a couple times defending Pearly Things, by the way. Oh, yeah, he had my ass blocked. I wasn't saying anything mean to him. He just didn't like the way I was logically picking him apart. He didn't like it. So he stays clear because it's bad for business. I have to admit, he's smart for that. Because last time he was on the show, he got exposed. We didn't expose him. He just, like I said, he exposed himself. He was broke. We proved he was broke. That's all we did. We asked some questions. He gave us answers. Eagle flies. What is it? The eagle flies next week. And you guys want to go to something? You guys want to go to a, what is it called again? Enclave. That shit. What a waste of freaking money. Fellas, take that money. There are black wealth meetings, programs you can be in to grow yourselves, grow wealth. If you have problems with women, the best place you can go to is a therapist. Because you got to understand, there's something called a common denominator. Oh, let me get this guy off the screen. If you're having trouble with a lot of women, that means that the problem is you. And if you're having trouble with just one woman, then you don't have problems with women. See how it works itself out? The problem you're having is this. You are not taking ownership of your own problems. And what I mean is, women are not your own problems. They're not. Women in general cannot be your problem. Just like when a racist person says, black people are this, black people are that, women are in general are not your problem. Black men are not generally somebody else's problem of another race. So why are you going to use the ideology why are you using the ideology of a racist? Because that's what you all are doing. That's what you're doing. Red pill is nothing more than alt-right with chocolate people in it. That's all it is. Look at what they say to you, and then look at what you say to black women. It's the same freaking thing. Different targets, same idea. Good point, Act Natural. I shouldn't do that. Darnell says, I disagree with therapists for day. You're missing out. You're missing out, Darnell, and I'll tell you why. Darnell, you notice how these people are going to these other men for help with relationships because these men are supposed to know how to enter, because men are going to these other men in the red pill because these other men are supposed to know what therapists are trained to know. Let me repeat this. You're going to all these fake people that are on the screen. You're going to those people who have no qualifications in psychology, which is their problem. They are trying to emulate what a therapist does, which is resolve issues. Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha, Act Natural, thank you. So basically, that's what's going on. You're going to all these, they're not really frauds. They're just pretending to be, they're pretending to be a problem solver, but they're just making more problems for you because they make you feel a certain way about a certain group of people. Just like those triple Ks and the alt-right makes other people feel a certain way about you, you do the same to black women. That's what's going on. I don't know when you guys are going to wake up, smell the coffee. So here we go. Let's get back to our crew right now. See, all three of these people on the screen, they was cool as long as they was just shooting their insults at black women. They were cool. They were all good with that. Mr. right here to the left MTR threw his friend Melly under the bus and then threw a tank on top of it. Right here. Well, we know about her in the middle. Mr. Let's just put it this way. Mr. Pimping them out in Africa. Girl in a blue dress. Yeah, I remember that shit. Y'all forget that shit. I don't forget shit. What can I say? What can we say about the black manosphere? Because the manosphere ain't, even the white manosphere don't want any parts of this shit. They don't insult their women like this. Not at this clip. I'm totally embarrassed. You're a black man, I am a black man. And you guys are going out here. Oof, let me see if I have any more examples. I know I do. Hold on. Let's get back to this.
Where this issue took off was regarding around the topic of cultural gatekeeping, saying things that are considered disrespectful to the experience of our ancestors. I think we can all agree that if those things were said or alluded to with the Jewish community, then I don't think we'd be having this conversation. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. It's interesting about the gatekeeping conversation, because you and I have had this conversation before, and I want to revisit it here.
A
right
gatekeeper to bigotry, like I said. That's what if he wants to come defend himself, he by all means, bro, come on through. But I think you're a gatekeeper to bigotry. That's what I think. I think you're the worst thing that happened to both men and women. Well, no, there's more. There's others that probably are worse. Check this one out.
For the second time in 3 weeks, a Black man who I am a colleague to has sent me a joke about how soft and nurturing and coddling white women are, and how mean and harsh Black women are in relationships. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a white woman, don't participate in that. It's not funny. They're testing to see what you're going to do, what you're going to say. It is absolutely disgusting that they even think that it's okay to send me that. And it's offensive to me that they believe I'm going to laugh at the expense of Black women. There's nothing funny about it. There are plenty of things that we can joke about.
Told you. Even white women think you're disgusting when you say that shit about Black women. Told you. She's not a one-off either. They think it's disgusting. They might play it off with like when you're in front of them and, okay, oh yeah, whatever. But for the most part, most decent Caucasian women find that disgusting.
Plenty of people that we can poke fun of. The last people who need to be the center of a joke are Black women. And additionally, this is a pattern I've seen over years of Black men married to Black women who form a friendship with white women, myself, and then start finding a way to put Black women down to get into the good graces of me. And that tells me everything I need to know about you as a man, you as a husband, you as your character, and not someone I want to be around, because I work very hard to
I told you. The beneficiary of your bigotry towards Black women don't find it disgusting what you do. Red pill men.
A safe space to know better, do better. And the last thing I'm going to do is get involved in your fury. For the second time in 3 weeks, a Black man who I am a colleague to
Okay, let me pause that because it's going over again. You get my point. Oh shit. I didn't know I have all this. Okay.
For sure. I bet. Bet.
Listen, all dudes are the same. All of us want one thing. We just got different ways of going about it. Don't sit there and think for 1 minute, for one moment, that man is different. He not different. He either don't like you like that, or he gotta be nice because he don't look the part. Don't be confused. And don't get mad that we all want one thing. It's natural. We might grow to like you, but coming into the situation, only thing we want to do is pop. Let's be real. No, none of us intend on staying. None of us do.
If you ever want to cut a bitch off. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? There's more. There's more. All right. Hyenas is in the house.
Tell her the truth. That's all you got to do. Tell her the truth. If you want her out your life,
If you tell her the truth, women cannot take the truth. They don't even understand. They want to be lied to. They want to be manipulated.
This is how a lot of these men think. This is how they think. They literally think that their life is happy, that their life is filled using women. That's what they're doing. And really, quite honestly, it's at a disservice to themselves, because if you're wasting your time going through life, using women, spending your time sleeping with women all the time and not building yourself as a man, then you turn around and look what happens. Look what happens. That's why you're on YouTube on a red pill channel. Well, how do you think you got here? Because if you were about something, you wouldn't be on here. You'd be too busy. It's Saturday night, right? You'd be out. You'd be out doing things. Listen to what this guy's saying.
They want to be fed lies.
I remember being in toxic relationships. One of the things I used to do a lot, or one of the things I used to feel a lot, is that I have a hold on this girl because I'm doing this toxic thing. So that was even a way for me to just keep like that connection with the girl, like me being passive aggressive, me being like, I'm texting today, I'm not texting tomorrow. Like, it's like I'm keeping her in a loop. Yeah, it's like one day I love her.
You hear this shit? Do you hear this? He sounds like he sounds like a great person to be around, doesn't he?
One day I don't, and then I make her feel love, and then I take away that love. It's just like that's the type of way I used to also.
He literally enjoys making women feel bad, and then in the next breath he'll be saying, "Why, man? I mean, I can't find the right one."
Get goals to like just stay with me. You know what I mean? And yeah, that was bad. And I was good at it, but it's very bad, bro. I didn't understand what love is. You know what I mean?
If you had a daughter, would you rather her be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear, for sure. A bear. Bear.
A bear.
Please, 8 men, we like it. 8 us. Don't be saying it's not all men. For the guys out there, stop saying it's not all men. It's all of us. It's everybody. 8 men, we like it. So what are you going to do about it? So all the men are evil. What do you go do now? Let us accept. We are all evil. We are bad people. It's all our fault for everything that's happening in the world. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Beat us up? So what's the question?
Yeah, Miss RV, that's her. She's just, punching fun at, all these men out here that, which one man, what's his name? Chester, he be calling women hyenas. She probably came in here punch fun at him. But yeah.
What are you trying to say is not all men, it's all men, I beg. They're not the justice system, they're not the legal system. So they're not going to lock every man in jail. So let them say it's all men, whatever they want to say is all men. We are all bad people, we are evil people, okay?
I know this video annoyed you guys as much as it annoyed me. This video is going to...
So basically, let me cut.
Saying, generally speaking, men are fucking predators. You're saying, generally speaking, that if a woman dresses a certain way, men will not respect her and they will try to harm her. Well, I thought it was only 2% of men are scary and violent.
Right. Let me go ahead rock this right here.
It's all men, because when you have these conversations with men and you think about how men talk about other men, you will no doubt come to the conclusion that men know it's all men. I'll give you a bunch of examples, right? Men know it's all men. So one of them is the body count discussion, because for every body that a woman sleeps with, every man that a woman sleeps with, her value goes down, which means what? The man is the thing that devalues the woman. So boom, there you go there. And that's just generally, they're just applying that to men. It generally has nothing to do with the woman. They think it does, but in all reality, it has everything to do with the character of the man. It's number 2. Men, when they talk to their daughters and other women in their lives, they tell them that men ain't shit. They tell them that they need to get money. They man need to have money. If a man not paying for you, he don't like you, and and all.
Including you,
Men also believe in the it's all men till it's no men. They just will never say it. They show it in other ways though. If it's not all men, why do so many guys crash out when their girlfriend or their wife has other friends that are men? All of a sudden, every man who's her friend becomes a threat. Now you don't even want her to go out anywhere where there's men around because you don't trust any of them. A woman could have a guy friend for years, someone who she's known for the longest. All of a sudden, this friend who she's known forever becomes a threat. Oh, he's not really your friend. You think he's your friend? How gullible of you. He's just waiting for his turn. And when a woman grabs lunch with a male coworker, suddenly it's inappropriate. Watch a woman go out with a male coworker to grab lunch or something along the lines of that nature and see how fast the idea of it's not all men disappears. Every dude is
Good point. Yeah. Let me go to here.
You know when men are so close to the point and they don't realize it's going right over their head at the same time? To the men out there who have an issue with their partner or would have an issue with their partner going clubbing without them, I want you to imagine that you've just said everything that Brian has just said to your partner, and she responds with, not all men though. Not all men are going to try and get me drunk. Not all men are going to pursue me. Not all men are going to be interested in me for a schmexual reason. How as a man are you going to respond to your partner when she says to you, not all men? Men get so pressed on the phrase all men until no men that they don't realize they uphold it in the exact same way. When it benefits them, it's okay to use, but when it doesn't, it's not okay. You say that you can't generalize all men and put them in the same box when it comes to disproportionate harm, but then you're okay putting them all in the same box when it could be a potential threat to your relationship.
Yep. Anyway, folks, I think we had a great time tonight. I think I appreciate the friends in the back did excellent production. I think we had a great show. I think it's time for me to chill out for a minute, though. So I'm going to hit the beat. I'd like to thank both Deontay and Ghost for coming to the panel and talking with me. And I appreciate everybody, spending your Saturday night with me. You could be anywhere, but you spent time with us right here on this channel with me and the friends. It's time to hit that beat. Here we go.
Love goes around. DJ Torch. And friends.
All right.
It's about to go down, baby. Yeah.
Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Natural Under Pressure, Miss RV, Darnell, Tater Salad, UK, Arsenal, Pink Boy Queen, Sigma,
and friends, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Yeah. Laughter and truth, a gentle sound. Hearts when the love goes round.
Angelo Reddick, Kevin, the lifestyle guy,
And friends, it's about to go
Miss Elite, Miss Obsidian Reloaded, Miss Alto, Lady Rindy, New York to SF. Shout out to Henry Mars.
That's our cue. It's not a party without you, without you, without you, without you.
Eden Adele. Char Willie.
Round and round it goes, love goes around.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking out the show tonight. You have a good night.